Hello, welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at Loudhams near Nottingham and I'm here to review this. This is the brand new for 2025 Hymer B-Class Modern Comfort T600 BlackLine edition. Easy for you to say. So yeah, breaking that down, it's the B-Class MCT BlackLine. What do we need to know? Now, the BlackLine edition is new for 2025. This BlackLine is available on their integrated models and also on their semi-integrated, which is this here. The integrated, also known as A-Class. There's 5 layouts on each, so there's 10 altogether, 5 on integrated, 5 on semi. The model we're looking at today is the 600 BlackLine edition. So this is the Hymer B Modern Comfort T600 BlackLine edition. This motorhome, we'll go through some facts and figures, but let's start here up at the front. So what do we need to know about the 600 BlackLine edition? Well, it comes in a semi-integrated format. It's on the Mercedes cab. It has 170 horsepower and it has front wheel drive and automatic transmission. On the semi-integrated, you're going to get the black metallic paints that we can see here and the silver sides. If you opt for the integrated version, the whole motorhome will be crystal silver. Let's start with a few more facts and figures. So first of all, how much is this motorhome going to cost us? So prices start at around £120,000 for the 600 model. Obviously, it depends on what you add to it. Weight-wise, this is quite a heavy motorhome. It has a gross vehicle weight of 4,430 kilos. So you are going to need your C1. However, it's worth noting that you can actually downplate that, which will reduce your payload, and you can even upplate it even higher if you want. Let's have a look at the size of it. So the 600, this motorhome is 7 metres and 19 centimetres in length. It's 2.29 metres wide and it's 2 metres and 98 centimetres in height. If you want a shorter motorhome, that is available. And if you want it longer, you can have one up to 7 metres and 39 centimetres. So they do go longer than this 600. As I say, it's based on the Mercedes. This has got all the latest safety features as well that you're going to want. The front cab, this is the semi-integrated, the T model. In the black, we can see the graphics start here. We have electrically operated and heated wing mirrors. Then we come down. As standard, we're going to get these 16-inch black alloy wheels with all-season tyres. And as I did say, this is a front-wheel drive model. What we'll do, we'll make our way down the offside first of all. So coming down, you can see the crystal silver sides and then these special BlackLine graphics. So this is special for BlackLine. It's also embossed here as well, BlackLine, as we can see there. We are getting the 2-lay wind-out canopy and the electric step as well. That's operated from inside. Then as we make our way down, this is our electric hookup point here on the 600 BlackLine, and you do get mud flaps as well. Now up on the roof, if you want to add a solar panel, you can do that. You can also add an air conditioning unit as well as Wi-Fi and other things like that. So they are extras. Now let's have a look in the garage. So if I just give this a turn. So this model, the 600, now this one has longitudinal beds, which you'll see inside, but it gives way to this huge garage. Now you can see the amount of space we've got in there. What I like is it's quite low is the garage, it's almost flat, so you're not having to lift things high up into it. This starts quite low. Then you've got this nice matted floor, and underneath it's a solid floor there, as we can see. So you can see the black, and then we've got this rubber non-slip mat on top. And then there's little bits of storage space here and 2 plug sockets as well. And there is a light as well in the garage, and it's on this hydraulic strut, as we can see. So a really good sized garage. You can actually put up to 350 kilos in that garage. There's an upgrade available up to 450 as well. Obviously, you've got to be careful of your axles, but there is that option available. So the benefit of having this heavier motorhome is that great payload ability. Right, let me close this up. Now, let's move around the rear. Now, this is pretty good looking. So we've got this big Hymer back end on the B600. The Hymer name in black on the BlackLine. A reversing camera. The B600, obviously, if you had one of the other models, it would be specified there. Mercedes badge and BlackLine again. And then the familiar Hymer light cluster, so a nice big silver rear end. Let's venture around the near side and take a look down here. So onto the near side, we've got a second garage door. We then have our water filling point here. Now this is excellent. We have a 180 litre freshwater tank and a 150 wastewater tank, so plenty of water. That's useful if you do like to go off grid, or if you are pitched up for some time and don't want to have to go backwards and forwards to refill and empty. The grey waste tank and the fresh water is also electrically dumped. So you press a button in the cab and you can dump your water at the station, so you don't have to get out and start getting your hands wet. Coming down, we've got a locker here. There's some storage underneath. The Hymer has a double floor and it is heated as well. So got storage there. The BlackLine again. A vent here for the Truma heating. It's got Truma air-blown heating and the hot water. And then this is our gas storage locker. This takes two 11-kilo gas bottles, so I'll show you in there. It's useful because obviously you've got the gas-fired central heating, and you've also got the fridge and freezer and the cooking that runs off gas, so it might be that you do need two 11 kilos. Coming down, we can just see again the decals on the near side. I'll just open this door. As far as I know, it should be unlocked. There we go. So inside you can see the panel finish is black. We've got the blinds with the Hymer name there, cab blinds front and sides. Now the Mercedes has got the infotainment system. That's where you're going to be able to see your rear view camera and the satellite navigation system as well. I'll close that up and we'll go inside. So come on, let's venture around. So we can just have a look at those 16-inch wheels as we go, and the front again of the Hymer B600 BlackLine. I like the exterior. I like silver, as you know. So let's go in. So as we open the door, so the habitation door, we have the window with the blind for privacy. There is the bin, an 8-litre bin here. The electric step, I've already deployed that. The switch for that is actually just here as you go in. So I'm going to step inside and we'll start in the front of the cab. So in we go. Now, I have already swiveled this chair to sit in. This is the layout on the 600. I'll put a link down here so you can see all the other layouts as well. Furnishings, there are several choices of soft furnishings. So in this one we've got the dark finish here. We can see the cushions as well to complement that, some scatter cushions. You do get these voiles, and there's blinds and the fly screens as well. Now berths, it comes standard as a 2-berth, or you can opt all the way up to 5 berths. So I'll show you that as we move around, because this one has got the drop down bed, and this lounge area also converts into a bed space as well. So we'll talk about that soon. Up here in the cab, so we have our Mercedes multifunctional steering wheel. We can see that infotainment system there and various other controls such as the front air conditioning as well. In terms of these seats, you can opt for heated seats as well if you want, and there's also an additional winter pack if you want to add a little bit more heating to the Hymer. Right, I'll just stand up. Now, this is our table. This does move backwards and forwards, and it also drops down on this model because this will convert into a bed. So you can see here the lounge area though in the L shape, and you do get 4 seat belts. There's 2 here and there's 2 at the front as well. So those are the seat belts. Coming along now, I'll just show you these because these are quite good. We have these little lamps. If I pull this out and I press at the back, there's a button at the back that turns these on and off, and you can move those about. You can also see there is a USB charger in these as well. There's one on each side. Above me, I've got a sunroof that does open, and then I'll come down this way while you're having a look. Now this is the drop down bed, so this is for if you want to add additional berths. So this is electrically operated. I know people often ask me to press the button so they can have a look up there. I don't know whether it is on to do that. Let me just see if it'll drop. No, and I'm not going to play with that, to be fair. It's a brand new motorhome, but this is the drop down bed model. There's storage in here. The storage in here as well. Now this is where we came in through the habitation door on the off side. What we're going to get here is we have got, just open this, a little storage cupboard here with a control there for the Truma Duo C. I'll close that. We've then got the Hymer control panel, and then we've got a control for the Truma air-blown heating and hot water. You also on this motorhome get the Connect system. You're going to be able to see your gas levels and temperatures within the motorhome. Standard is this 32-inch television that we can see here. Obviously it does turn. This is in its sort of put away mode for travelling. So you get the 32-inch television as well. And then if we look down here, we have storage under the seats. Now I like to see this. It's good use of space. That space isn't wasted. We've got storage under there. And then if we carry on down here, this floor, this is the concrete effect floor that's particular for the BlackLine edition, so that concrete floor. And then we move into the kitchen space. Now what we'll do is we'll have a little swap around. If you come past me, and I'll go this way. Now into the kitchen we go. Kitchen on the near side, we have this metal finish here, as we can see, for the splashback, 2 plugs here, and there's also another plug and a USB and a USB-C charger there. The worktop space, the sink here, and then coming down we have a number of pull-out drawers. So we have quite a large one here, and the good thing is it's going all the way under as well, straight back there. So we have that one. They are soft closed, but I'll just speed the process up. And that one. And this is another little bin here as well, and I believe that one's 8 litres as well. And storage under there. Close that. Now coming across, the Thetford gas oven, this is actually an option. It's been added for this model here in the UK because we do like our ovens and grills. So here we're going to get 3 gas burners and then a gas grill and a gas oven. And under there, another pull-out storage as well. And then up here there is a cupboard, and that's got 2 shelves in it, as we can see there. And I'll just close that up. So that's the kitchen space in the B600 BlackLine. What I'll do as well, if I can just find an appropriate light switch, the lights have got quite a nice dimmer feature. I'll just see whether I can operate one of those. Hold on. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. Don't know whether you can see like up here, and then if I press it and hold, it comes back up. So it has got that nice dimmable lighting function. Not as easy to see when the weather's nice. Right, moving back, we then have a Thetford tower fridge and freezer. 142 litres. I'll give that a pull. Freezer compartment here, as we can see. Now this runs off gas and electric. It's an absorption fridge freezer. So if you're on hookup, you would be running this on the electric hookup. If you're off grid, you can run that off your gas. I'll do the washroom last, that's just here. Let's move back into the bedroom space. Before I do that, actually, I'll just show you this because I nearly forgot. I mentioned that double floor as well, and that's great for storage. We can see here, you can access your storage from within the motorhome as well. So you don't have to go outside to get your bits and pieces. Okay, let's venture up this way. Now, steps. So first of all, as we can see in the bedroom space, these are the longitudinal beds. I'll talk about the sizes of these shortly. You do have steps. This one lifts up and there's some storage in that one there. And then you go up to the bedroom itself. So I'll just clamber up. Right, here we go. So longitudinal beds, you can use these either as 2 singles, or as far as I know, this model will come with a cushion, so you can make this bed a little bit larger. But this is your bedroom layout. You've got the grey headboard at the top there. In terms of sizes of these beds, one's slightly longer than the other one. This one is 189 centimetres long by 86 wide, so this is the shortest. And this one's 197 centimetres long by 86 wide. So these are very good length single beds for a motorhome. Let's just have a look in here. So we've got cupboard space for clothing. There is some wardrobe space. I'll show you that shortly. So we've got some cupboard space. We've got a cupboard there, and then we've got these ones above the bed. Let me just have a lift of those. So you can see the 2 that we've got there. And then under here, if you can see just under there, we've got these little lights as well. Right, I'll close that. And then little sunroof just there. There is a privacy curtain. The privacy curtain's here, so you can pull that across when you are sleeping. And then under here, now wardrobe space, if I pop this one open for you first. So there's some storage under there. And then under this one, there we go. You can see in there as well. So storage under that bed as well. And then we'll do the washroom. There we are. Right, let's dive into that washroom. So in we go. The washroom is on the off side. Now it does have a separate shower, although it's all in one. It does have a shower screen that's going to create a proper shower enclosure. And that's there in that corner there. And going upwards, obviously, you can see the shower head. And then we have the sink. And then we have a Thetford bench toilet. I'll just point out some features. So obviously, a sink, there's a nice little bit of space there. There's some toothbrush holders. Here we have the Thetford bench toilet. And then this cabinet here, I just reach in here, you can open this one. And this is actually a toilet roll holder. So you'll put your toilet roll on there and feed it through that little space there. And then there's a cabinet here as well, and some hooks for towels and wet bits and pieces. So there we go. That's the washroom. Let me dive back. There we are. So that is the longitudinal bed space. As I say, good sized beds, good width, plenty of storage underneath. The Thetford Tower fridge and freezer. The oven and grill, which is an optional extra, but it has been spec'd on this one. You can also, like I say, add the solar and the air conditioning. We've got our kitchen space, that washroom there, and then this lounge area, which this is a good size. And I do also like that when you turn this chair as well, the captain's chair, you've also got somewhere to put your feet on here, or you can actually just use it as a seat. Now, as I say, between 2 to 5 berths, it will quite comfortably sit 2 to 5 people here, as you can see. Whether this will be more of a couple's motorhome as opposed to a family one in the UK, I don't know. But that is BlackLine, so you can see the colour scheme and the finishing. And as I say, prices on this one, they start at 120,000 for this 600 model. The one that we've just looked at now, this is actually 124,000, so it's not massively above that actual starting price. So 124,000 for a Hymer. Yeah, nice. So BlackLine edition, that's the 600 BlackLine, and that is in the semi-integrated. I'll put a link to the Hymer website down there. I'll also put a link to the Loudham's website, but I'll put a link to the Hymer website so you can have a look at the BlackLine edition on integrated and semi-integrated and have a look at those sizes, because if you want a motorhome from 6.99 metres to 7.39, then you're going to find something in that range. Hopefully you have enjoyed having a look around the BlackLine edition. I know how I have. I quite like these, as you can probably tell, because they're silver. So there we go. Right, if you've got any comments, put them down there. If you've got any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you to Hymer and to Loudham's who've asked me to come and film. That is appreciated. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.